So we'll start with pallet swipe. We're going to go right leg over left, right hand into the left armpit, and left hand onto the right shoulder. Pull up on the pelvic floor gently, take the thumb out, bring the elbows down and lock them in. And we're going to go 6 times, moving the head from right to left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Right hand goes into the armpit. We're going to pull up on the pelvic floor nice and tight. Pull the navel towards the spine. Take a head over to the left. And we're going to move our torso and shoulders over to the right. And then 3-stage breath in through the mouth, through pursed lips. Here we go. In. More. More. Hold. Drop the shoulders. Chin in a little bit. Stand up tall. Exhale. And rotate a little further. In. More. More. Hold. Exhale. Rotate a little more. In. More. More. Hold. Exhale. And rotate a little further. Now 6 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1. Drop those shoulders. Keep the pelvic floor nice and tight. 2. Spine is straight. Chin is tucked in a tiny bit. 3. Smile into the body. Feel yourself coming alive. 4. Feeling a strong pelvic floor. 5. Connected all the way down to the floor. And 6. Okay, let's face the front now. Take our head over to the right. And our torso and shoulders over to the left. Make sure pelvic floor is engaged, navel towards the spine. 3 breaths in through the mouth, staged through pursed lips. In. More. More. Hold. Shoulders down. Gently caress yourself. Exhale. And relax. Just rotate a little more. In. More. More. Hold. Check the pelvic floor. Exhale. Rotate a little further. In. More. More. Hold. Close your eyes if you want to challenge. Exhale. Rotate a little further. Then 6 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1. Standing lovely and tall. 2. Feeling the spine elongate and decompress. 3. Feeling the body increasing its range of movement. 4. Rotating a little further on the exhales. 5. Parts of the body now coming alive. And 6. Now deep breath in through the mouth and hold. And hinge at the hips. Keep the legs straight. Keep the spine straight. Doesn't matter how far down you go. Just keep nice and straight. Head over to the right. Shoulders over to the left. Exhale. 3 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Let's come into a squat. So bend the knees. Bring the elbows down towards the thighs. Rotate a little further. 3 breaths in. And stand up gently. Release off there. Wait for the hit if you get one. Oh, I've got one this morning. Little shake around. TVI time. Get the shoulders rolling. I was saying this today, wasn't it? Teenage shrugs with the shoulders. Throw them up and let them come down all on their own. Articulate the hands, the fingers, the toes. Just bring sensory awareness into every part of your body in every novel and strange and weird and wonderful way that you can. Smiling, feeling happy. And if you're not feeling happy, then find out why. Find out why in your body you're not feeling happy. See what's going on. Let's come over to the other side now. So left over right. Yes, left under into the right armpit and right over onto the left armpit. Pull up on the pelvic floor, navel towards the spine, head over to the right, shoulders and torso over to the left. We're going to do 3-stage breath in through the mouth through pursed lips. In, more, hold. Chin in a little bit, spine nice and straight, stand up tall. Exhale, rotate a little further. In, more, hold. Let's go for a longer breath hold now. Release if you need to. Exhale. Rotate a little further. In. More. Hold. Drop the shoulders. Tuck the chin in a tiny bit. Feel the stretch along the spine. Exhale. Rotate a little more. 6 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. 1. Feeling centered and grounded. 2. Feel your toes on the floor. 3. Notice the proprioceptors in your ankles firing and stabilizing. 4. Feel the knees and the hips. 5. Feel the core and the strength as it carries on through the spine. 6. Perfect. Let's face the front now. Let's take a head over to the left, shoulders and torso over to the right. Pull up on the pelvic floor, navel in towards the spine. 3 breaths in through the mouth. 3 stage breaths in the mouth through pursed lips. In, more, hold. Gently caressing yourself, spine straight, chin tucked in, shoulders down. Exhale. Rotate a little further. In, more, hold. Again, notice your toes, your knees, your hips, your shoulders, your nose, the scalp. Exhale. In, more, hold. Drop the shoulders down. Exhale. Rotate a little further. And 6 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. In. Two. Reconnect that pelvic floor. 3. 4. Feeling strong. 5. Move a little bit more on the exhale. And 6. Now deep breath in through the mouth and hold. Hinge at the hips. So straight legs, straight spine. Engage the hamstrings. Head over to the left a little more. Shoulders over to the right. Exhale. And 3 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. Now bend the knees into the squat, elbows coming down to the thighs. Rotate the head to the right, left a little more. Shoulders over to the right. 3 breaths here. Okay, stand up gently, release, unwind. TVI time. Take yourself for a little walk. Notice how the shoulders will have tensed up, how the spine may be reacting to that last twist there rather. So shrug those shoulders. get some life going through the upper part of the spine and the upper girdle. Excellent. Okay, let's come into anti-gravity. Fingers and thumbs interlaced in front of us. We're going to take them behind the neck, pull up on the skin at the base of the neck, and lock it into the into the skull with the thumbs, holding the skull with the fingers. We're going to look up, open our chest, and bring our elbows back, opening our shoulders up. We're going to do 3 deep breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth, engaging the pelvic floor gently. Now, chin to chest. Our forearms come in so that the forearms are touching the ears now. Here, 3 deep breaths again through the mouth. In and hold. And now slowly look up to the right. Exhale down. In. Hold. Look up to the left. Exhale down. In. Hold. Up to the right. Exhale down. In. Hold to the left. Exhale down. One more each time. In. Hold to the right. Exhale down. In. Hold to the left. Exhale down. Okay, let's open the shoulders wide now. Bend the knees, push the bum back, come into a nice squat. You can go as deep or shallow as you like. We're going to do 3 deep breaths here. Okay, in and hold. Look up to the right. Exhale down. In. Hold to the left. Exhale down. In. Hold to the right. Exhale down. In. Hold to the left. Exhale down. In. Hold to the right. Exhale down. One more to the left. In. Hold to the left. Exhale down. Now we're coming down into a full squat if you can get there. Open the pelvis and the hips. Bring the head down as far as you can go. Really squish yourself into a ball. Pull the pelvis forward slightly. Pull up on that fascia at the neck. Feel the twist. Feel the stretch along the spine. 3 deep breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 3 in through the nose and out through the mouth. Okay, leaving the head where it is, bum up in the air now, so standing up. Really release, allow gravity to pull you forward. Feel it in the hips, the glutes. Relax there for a second. Allow that gravity to pull you down. Now 3 breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. Releasing more on each exhalation. Okay. Make sure the pelvic floor is engaged now. Roll up 1 vertebra at a time. So we're going to return to our starting position. Really feeling it through each of the intervertebral discs as we come up. Looking up. Let yourself relax. Release that off. Shrug those shoulders. Have a walk around and enjoy the feeling of what it is there as the spine is just lengthened and decompressed. So you note when we're in that squat position, how different it feels to breathe and how much force it feels like you need to put into it. If you keep it tight and you get tight enough, over time your lungs, the strength of your lungs improves. And therefore everything about breathing, circulation, blood pressure, heart rate, all of those things become more economic, and therefore health in general improves. So never mind just the idea that it de-stresses, which of course it does, but the health benefits alone are phenomenal. And it gets more, well, for me it does anyway, it gets more enjoyable. And down there it's like, oh, I can breathe deeper here, I can feel this more, and I'm stretching better, and yeah. And I don't know where it'll end. I think that's part of the wonderful journey of this. Do we become super people? I don't know. That would be interesting. Right. Oh, let's do swinger. So we've got our hands, our palms are on our thighs. We're going to slide them down by bending the knees, pushing the bum back until the fingertips touch the tops of the knees. Shoulders back, chest out. Take our right hand onto our left shoulder. Take, our left hand onto the back of the elbow. Pull the skin forward and lock it in place there. We take our head over to the right. Pull up on the pelvic floor, navel towards the spine. Pull our torso and shoulders over to the left. And then 6 deep breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Now take the right leg behind the left. Put your weight over the right, onto the right leg now, and then 6 more deep breaths. 2 more. Last one. Gently stand up. Unwind. See how that feels with those extra breaths today. Oh, there we go. A little bit of a late release coming into the head. Oh, that one's gone really high. That's right under the scalp on the top of my head. Yeah, another thing I've noticed is, although my energy system's been kind of wired for over 20 years now, is I'm starting to feel far more dynamic movements of energy. So when I'm speaking, I can feel the frequency of the word and the emotional weight it carries. So I'll say a certain word and then my head will kind of expand, or the energy will expand to prove to me that that word carries a lot more energy and a lot more benefit. And it's a beautiful sensation. I had 3-4 calls yesterday, I think two Zoom community meetings, and just the energy in the room, the way people were speaking, it was like I was being, I don't know, it was just lit up. It was like, it was incredible. So yeah. Right, let's go on to the other side. So we start again with our palms on our thighs, slide them down to the tops of the knees, push our bum back, chest open. We take the left hand, place it onto the right shoulder. We take the right hand and take it at the back of the elbow, pull the skin forward and lock. Head goes over to the left, pelvic floor is nice and tight, pull in on the navel, pull the shoulders and torso around to the right, dip down a little deeper if you need to, 6 deep breaths here. Two more. Last one. Now step back with the left foot, lean into that, put most of your weight over the left, feel the difference it makes in the hips. 6 more breaths here. Keep the floor engaged. 2 more. Last one. Okay, gently stand up, release that off, walk around. Here it comes again, second hit of the day. Awesome. Oh yes, and there's again a latent energy boost in the brain. That's quite interesting. Right. Oh, awesome. What are we going to do next? Elbow talk. Feels like an elbow talk would be good right now. So we're going to take the right hand, use the back of the hand against the neck. So now we've got a fully twisted, locked in elbow and shoulder. If you put it the other way, you'll see that it's a bit looser. When you twist it around that way, kind of locks in quite nicely. We take the left hand onto the elbow and squeeze and rotate that around, and then lock the thumb in place. Now you can look the opposite direction, see which, for me, if I go over and look over the hand, I get a better twist. I'm going to come into a little skier squat. As I'm looking over here, I'm going to bring the whole body over to the left. Pelvic floor is engaged, feeling this all the way down towards the hips and even into the sacroiliac joint. And then 6 deep breaths here, in through the mouth. One more. Okay, release that off. Oh, yes. So this one really plays into the neck, the jaw, the head, all the way through the shoulders. So if you're having problems with people that do have neck, shoulder issues, and you can't get to it in any other way, the elbow torque works beautifully. All right. Okay, let's come over onto the other side. So left hand, again, we're looking at the palm is going away from us, so the back of the hand comes into the neck, and it's locked in, the whole shoulder and elbow is locked in quite nicely. Take the right hand, grab the elbow, and then lock it in as much as you can. Dip the knees, come into that squat, that skier squat, look over that left hand and left shoulder. Bring the torso and body over to the right. Feel the stretch there. As soon as you've got it, we're going to do 6 deep breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth, and we're pushing further with each time we exhale. In. 2 more. Last one. There we go. Release that off. Oh. So I advise when you try practicing these on your own, so you can just literally drop into that squat, get the move, go as far as the body will go and think, I can't go any more. Then really fill the lungs up. And then as you exhale, then notice how much more movement you've got. And as you begin to recognize that, you'll see that with each breath you have, if it's full and you're in a rotated or a torsional position or twisted, that the energy is going to go into where everything's collapsed and it's going to open it up. 5 minutes. Right, we're going to move up. We're going to do cheeky chappy. Oh, well, it's getting cheeky, they call it, but I call it cheeky chappy. So this one, especially for those with tight jaws. Right hand, thumb facing down, fingers are facing the rear, and the fingers go on the masseter muscle there in the cheek. Left hand is thumb up and fingers facing the front. And what we'll end up doing is pushing in, and then we squeeze hard, bringing the fingers will go up. So what will happen is that it will continue to release. So it's not just put them in position, it will continue to release, so keep going all the way through. So let's have a go at this. Push them in there. Twist. Get to that first restriction. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. Feel it releasing, and again. And again. One more. Through the mouth now. Keep twisting. And another one. Now look over to the right. Look down. Keep twisting. Look to the left. Starting to slip now. Look up. And release. See how that feels. Open that jaw wide. And then allow. So what I do is I rotate my head. Let the jaw go. And let my lips slap around. And then let the tongue go as well. You can even jump a little bit. And the same thing. Be careful. It feels weird. But we're trying to release as much of that tongue as possible. we're going to be slightly orthodox today. How much time we've got? Enough. We've got enough. We're going to do a psoas release because the tongue connects to the psoas. So let's get we're going to right hand side. So I put my thumb in my belly button, thumb on my hip. Where the fingers come, I'm just going to go into there. I'm going to push in and pull up. Push in and pull up. Put my left foot forward. Feel that tension. Pull up on the pelvic floor. Pull the navel in. And then I'm going to lean backwards and push forwards into that left leg. Look up. 6 deep breaths in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 2 more. Last one. Okay, release that off there. Oh, yes. We'll come straight over to the left side. We'll get this one done this morning. So again, thumbs, right thumb's in the navel, left thumb is on the hip. Come over, find that point. Dig in. I'm a little bit weirder on this side because I've got mesh in there from a hernia repair. Pull up. Feel that tight stretch. Put the right foot forward. Engage pelvic floor, navel in. Push forward, looking up, and then really push into that, the hips into that leading leg. 6 deep breaths here. 2 more. Last one. Okay, step that out. Oh. So again, if you're getting into that muscle, you'll be feeling it through into the sacrum and into the coccyx. If you're not getting into and feeling it release there, then come back to it and just keep trying, keep pushing and moving the body until you find, for some people, that you can get a tilt. So when you bring that leg forward, you might want to bring the other hip in slightly. So you're going to rotate in and then push forward. So just try it out for yourself to see what you feel. As always, we'll finish with the thymus and thyroid stretch. So dominant hand, thumb is on one side of the collarbone and fingers are on the other side. We're going to push there, push up and out so it's strong across the throat. Non-dominant hand comes into the center of the chest with a twist. Bring the elbows down, pull the shoulders and chest back. And we're going to do 3 breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. Pull up on the pelvic floor. 3 in through the mouth, out through the mouth. 1 big breath in. And as you let that go, release. Let that off. Starting the day open, inviting with gratitude. Thank you so much for joining me this morning. Hope you enjoyed that. And look forward. You're welcome. Look forward to seeing you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Don't forget, if you have any problems, you need to let me know. Just shout out and we'll see what we can do.
Okay,
All right, then. Take care.